Are we recording? I think so.
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on? I think it's on.
So, hi.
Okay. Well, hello everybody.
What's up, world?
Thank you so much for joining the lyrical scene once again.
That's right.
We are here.
We are here.
We are live.
And we're back. And
in
black.
living color.
Well,
in living color.
not quite living color. Well, we can see each other in living color. Y'all can't yet, but
go on Instagram. Well, I'm not on there right now.
Yeah, but soon and very soon, we're gonna have some visuals.
Yeah.
With this.
We gonna be in the studio with it.
Yeah, don't even worry. Just be patient.
We gonna have hair and makeup on set.
Okay, look. Listen. It's gonna be giving.
It's gonna be giving everything.
And y'all gonna be here for it. So
it's gonna be giving influencer.
Listen.
It's gonna be giving podcast moguls.
Okay, look.
Okay.
And y'all gonna be there. Y'all with us in the gym.
It's gonna be giving experts.
Okay, look. On the lyrics and the scenes.
Okay. Period.
So welcome to another episode of The Lyrical Scene with your wonderful, amazing host, Lily Cherie.
That's me.
And Tammy Terrell.
That's
your girl.
You. Period.
So what are we talking about today?
Girl. Mm-hmm. You want me to get started? Because
oh yeah, jump right on in. You know how Lily likes to play double dutch.
Listen. Something very light to start off with, because I just thought it was outlandish because I heard it this morning on the radio. So Ice Spice is debuting in a Spike Lee film.
Wait, what?
With Denzel, not Denzel. His name is Denzel.
What?
Washington. Yes.
The Cabbage Patch Kid.
The Cabbage Patch Kid.
Ice Spice.
He a munch.
What? You not even a fart?
Nope.
What? With Denzel Washington?
You ain't even a fart.
It's giving industry plant.
You know what? Here's the thing. I'm going to tread lightly because she could just have a very small role. She could also be playing herself. Now that I would not be mad at.
I hope it's that.
But if you are a key character, if you are a supporting role.
But you did say starring.
I mean, that's how they're building it up, because in my mind I'm like, why are they making this headline news if she doesn't have a pivotal role?
Right.
But also I'm like, why does she have a pivotal role
at the same time?
Because baby, why?
This is a Spike Lee film.
A Spike Lee joint.
A Spike Lee joint. With Denzel Washington.
Movie number 5 with Denzel.
Movie number 5 with the Dens.
Child.
Starring, allegedly, or featuring. We're going to say featuring.
We're going to say featuring.
For her sake, we're going to say featuring.
I feel like maybe the media is like pumping it up because they ain't got nothing else to talk about. Yeah, and it's just clickbait. And also they know that people are going to be outraged, like, why she get to be in our movie when Denzel of all people.
No less.
And And
is. I mean, congrats to her.
Like, I ain't hating, but it's just like, of all the people.
Yeah.
To be in a, I just pray it's not a pivotal. Listen, don't be a supporting role. Play yourself, and then I'll chill. I'll sit down.
What do you think it might be about? Was there anything that alluded to it?
Okay, so I'll give you the premise of the movie, because I do this time. Listen, guys, I came with notes and links to read to you all. So I will not go off on y'all, tell y'all to judge your mama. I'm not doing that today.
Okay, not today.
We're learning from our mistakes. Now,
right,
I can't say anything about the future. What do we call that? Growth.
Growth. Okay,
so
with a capital G.
With a capital G. So Essence.com, amongst other bigger publications, made, posts, articles about this. But it says Ice Spice, get on out of here, ad. And this is what I'm saying. Ice Spice set to star in Spike Lee joint alongside Denzel Washington. I'm never saying his name Denzel, because he told us his name is Denzel, and I'm going to call him Denzel.
Okay, his mama made him Denzel. His name is Denzel.
I'm going to call him Denzel.
All right.
Somebody out there is going to be annoyed every time this man comes up in conversation. I'm going to be like, Denzel. Thank you.
Denzel. Put some respect on his name.
Right. So she's making her film debut in grand fashion alongside a legendary director and an Academy Award-winning actor.
Wow, this is big.
The rap starlet is set to make her film debut in Spike Lee's 26th feature film, High and Low, according to an exclusive from Variety. The upcoming crime thriller is an English language remake of Akira Kurosawa's 1963 Japanese film by the same name. So basically, it was a Japanese film. They're making an English black version of it, right?
Okay.
The rapper will see, and this is where, because it says the rapper will star
alongside
Academy Award winner Denzel Washington and Academy Award nominee Jeffrey Wright in an as yet unspecified role. Jeffrey Wright, where I know the name from?
American Fiction.
Ah, that's my
boy. Yes.
He's in another movie we're going to talk about today. Yes. But anyway. So yeah, I'm like, they keep saying she's starring and I don't appreciate it.
It's like, careful when you're starring in something. That's raising the bar.
And y'all are making like articles about it. So like,
but
they're not specifying what her role is or how big her role is. So that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna give it too much, but I'm just saying, like no,
we know better.
We know better.
But when you say star,
child,
I'm also interested.
I'm very interested
because it's a crime.
It is. It's a crime thriller.
Yeah. And what was the last crime thriller he did?
Inside Man.
Yes. Loved it.
The last movie they did together, him and Denzel.
Loved it. Did he do? No, I don't think he did the one with Jamie Foxx and Viola Davis, right? Where he was the lawyer and or am I thinking Inside Man?
I didn't see that one.
I'm not thinking.
You talking about the one where Denzel played the lawyer?
And this one was with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, you talking about the one that was on Netflix, the recent one?
Oh. Jamie Foxx was in this one. This was some years ago.
And it's a Spike Lee joint?
Don't get me to lie.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the correlation. My bad.
I think so. What was the name of that movie? I'll find it next time. But he
see, she didn't do her homework.
Law Abiding Citizen.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, that was good. You should definitely see that. No, this is F. Gary Gray. Okay, so wrong director. So that one was F. Gary Gray who directed that
different movie, different black man.
Law Abiding Citizen. Definitely go see that. And in light of this news with Spike Lee having a joint come out, y'all should definitely go revisit Inside Man, because that one was also
I gotta watch it again. I remember seeing it in the movies, but
me too.
At the time my mind wasn't there, and I don't remember much about that movie, so I gotta go back and watch it again.
I know it was like a long time ago, but it was good. I do remember it being really good.
I just remember being annoyed with the camera panning like in a circle.
Oh yeah,
like, it did a lot of that in that movie, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I'm dizzy. Can we stop? Can we stop?"
He gonna try some different camera tricks.
He always does the different camera angles and shots.
And we can't forget his most notable signature shot when Malcolm X that he introduced, the rolling shot where he has them on the trolley and then he's like pulling them, and you just kind of see them stationary and you see the background moving.
What scene was that?
Where you just see Malcolm X just like in the center of the shot. If you ever,
I know what you're talking about. It seems like he's walking, but he's not. The background is moving as if he's walking.
Really smooth.
That was
So that's his signature.
That was kind of like the world was like shrinking away from him, kind of thing. And it was that was a very prominent
kiss.
Yes,
very innovative.
Very much so. I would have to agree. Okay.
Yeah. So if you ever see that, it came from Mr. Spike Lee.
It did.
Yeah, but definitely revisit those. Did they say when that is actually going to come out?
By the end of this year.
Oh, so it's already in production.
It's in production with Apple TV and A24, which I love A24 films.
I love listen,
we can talk about that another time.
A24.
They make some really creepy thrillers, and
they do.
Like what was that movie with I forgot her name, but she's one of my favorite actresses. But it was the movie, because she is an actress, especially in that role. I cannot. What was the name of that movie? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I'm gonna just see if you get it.
It's a thriller where the son, her mom was like a witch, and she like impressed upon the daughter, because the mom wouldn't let her have the son, but she really wanted the son to use him to raise up some kind of form of an antichrist or something. But anyway,
oh my goodness, I was thinking of something else.
They ended up using the daughter's body. When I tell you that movie is a wild ride. Okay, hold on, because it's gonna mess with me.
Denzel's son in that? I'm thinking.
No. He wasn't in
something
it.
Else.
Oh my god! Like, I just gotta. Quick commercial break. Hold on.
Right. And,
I just gotta Google A24 films because
have to, come up with some jokes.
Hereditary. It came out in 2018. Girl, you have got to. homework. You have got to watch this film.
Hereditary.
Ooh, stay with it.
Y'all heard that. Y'all heard
Almost dropped the But just look at her face. When I tell you homegirl acted let me get her name because she acted her ass off in this. Toni Collette. She is a really good actress. Toni Collette.
Yeah. Okay.
Baby.
Yeah.
That movie was crazy.
I'm gonna watch that.
So don't watch it by yourself at night at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. It's one of them. No, you gotta watch it in the middle of the daylight with a flashlight and all the lights on with the
outside
sun, with the sun beaming. And Bella with you up under the covers.
There you go. Even though she don't really
your shotgun on your side because when I tell you it is a wild ride, but it is such a good movie.
Okay.
Like I didn't expect to like it, but I remember seeing it in the movie theater and being in there because at the end they doing some crazy stuff and I'm in there like Mama say, Mama, I rebuke the devil. Like it's one of them crazy movies, but it's really good as far as the acting and like the storyline. You know me, I'm really like big on storyline.
Storyline for sure, yeah.
So check that out.
Gonna see
but A24 Films, that's why we got here.
Yeah,
but yeah, so A24 is a part of it and Apple TV. It's gonna come out in a movie theater and then they're gonna release it on Apple TV.
Apple TV.
Yeah.
Set to come later this year. So I'm sure we're gonna probably see some more articles and more promotions. Probably a trailer coming soon.
Yeah.
If it's gonna be.
And we're gonna revisit it if homegirl got more than just a munch in the movie. If she ain't doing her little Ice Spice singing and dancing and all of that, what they call it, drill pop. If she ain't doing none of that,
not drill
or pop drill, whatever it's called. Child, I'm an auntie. Leave me alone.
Look, they got so many genres now.
I didn't even know that was a thing until I literally read that in that article. And I was
pop drill.
Pop drill? What the hell is that?
What is pop drill? Because I don't know. They got the Jersey dance bop. I guess style as well. I know that over in that region,
and all that does is remind me of Baltimore house music. So
exactly,
I'm like, it's all
or
the
even
same.
House music here. Because it's like that's just house music.
It's just house music.
But they want to, it's
fine. It's
whatever.
Fine. Do what you do. Listen, every tribe want to claim something as their own. Claim it, baby.
Go ahead and have because I ain't got the energy to fight with y'all.
I just want to dance.
So. That's it. I just
came for dance for y'all. That's all. That's it. That's it.
Watch that too.
Yes. Players Club is a hood classic with great acting, great characters, great one-liners.
For sure.
Man, it don't get its props like it should.
It don't.
It really don't.
But it's one that I revisit and be like, this was really good.
And people be talking about Lisa Ray acting in it. I'm like, she's not the greatest actress, but she wasn't terrible.
She wasn't terrible. I believed her in that role.
Me too.
I was like, she is diamond.
I mean, even the stuff after that, I feel like she was a good actress. I don't know why people say that she can't act.
I don't know. For me, sometimes it'd be her voice is so breathy,
okay.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I thought she was good.
I loved her character in Single Ladies.
Me too.
I love that show.
Me too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Y'all just whatever.
Moving on.
So that was an interesting tidbit. I'm pretty sure the algorithm now is listening, so it'll probably start popping up on my Instagram feed and y'all's too if y'all listening to this. So be afraid. Be very
afraid. The algorithm is listening.
So last time I seen you, you were actually typing up your part 2 to Cowboy Carter,
and it is not finished.
What? She was going in. Okay, she was like Kermit the Crab on the keys.
Kermit the Crab. Damn.
Yeah,
there's a lot of Kermit. There's a lot of Kermits out here.
Kermit the Frog.
I kind of like Kermit the Crab.
Can you picture Kermit the Frog being a crab?
Listen, with that damn claw clicking on that key. Listen. Being emotional like them crabs.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, Kansas. Y'all caught a straight.
Look, y'all caught that straight bullet. Almost like how J. Cole caught that bullet from Kendrick.
Listen, let's get into it.
Let's go ahead.
That was a good segue. I love you for that.
You saw what I did there?
That was a good assist. That was a good assist, sis.
I threw it up. She dunked it.
Like,
you know what? Okay, she understood the assignment. That's how y'all know we got chemistry.
And one, period.
Okay, period. All net. All net.
But yeah. So I was surprised, but I also was not surprised because what we're referring to is the like that diss. Where Kendrick Lamar took shots at, I believe the shots were strategically at Drake, but J. Cole caught strays in the midst of that.
Yeah, 100%.
So J. Cole released Might Delete Later last Friday.
Yeah.
And on there, I don't remember the name of the song, but he had a specific diss towards Kendrick Lamar. And I believe that same night, or maybe it was Saturday night, because he had the Dreamville Festival this past weekend. And on the second, or maybe Sunday, he was on stage and he basically said to everybody that, you know, he explained the whole ordeal, said how he, you know, his boys was in his ear, like, what you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick didn't shot the first shot.
That
what you
pressure.
gonna do?
You gonna let him talk to you like that?
Yeah, come on, dun. So, he from Jersey. He probably don't even. No, he ain't from Jersey. What am I talking about? He from North Carolina. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, that's different. There's a little more country twang in that. Bella, sis. God bless you. That's our third co-host.
Yeah. The
She's
one that don't say nothing but say something at the wrong time.
Yeah, she also our sound engineer who don't work.
Yep.
She was mad about that one. But it's okay. They're not going to do anything to you, sis. I promise you.
Her hair standing up and everything.
You are protected.
They got her stressed. Okay.
You are safe, secure, and protected.
Okay, listen.
But yeah, so he pretty much explained that, you know, he on his whole love and light journey. He's been at peace, you know, for the past 10 years of not conforming to, you know, traditional hip hop and the beef and the doing things to sell records or doing things to, you know, get promotion for records. And he said it felt pretty much disingenuous to who he was and it didn't bring him peace.
Right.
And that was real because I'm like, to be in your big 40s. I mean, close to your big 40s. I'm sorry.
He's born, yeah,
he's about, what,
39?
30?
Just turned 39?
Yeah, he's close to his big 4s. So I understand where he's coming from in that aspect. Because you go years with peace and not, you know, conforming to, you know, what everybody said you should be as a hip-hop rap artist. And then you renege on that. So I understand every reason why he said he felt lame. He felt like, you know, everything he said, you know, wasn't even worth it.
Yeah.
And then for him to be a man about it, be like, hey, you take your jab. I got my chin out there. Take your best shot.
Yeah.
You deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, to me, that's a stand-up guy.
Same here.
I have nothing but respect. Now, you little flunkies that wanted to fight.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all was, oh man, Cole. But in my mind, I'm like, he had lost anyway because the diss it was very
lackluster.
Yeah, and you could tell he didn't even want to do it. He didn't even want to say what he said.
I felt the same way when I first heard it. Like, this is so light. Like, I don't know if you saw the LA Leakers freestyle. He went so hard on that. And I'm like, from that, and that was only maybe even a couple months ago, not even that.
Wait, I did see that. I know you're talking about.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, he was,
and he was going in.
He was, man, losing it.
So I'm like,
double
I
entendres.
know you're holding back on purpose.
That's what it felt like. I was just like, nah, this ain't Cole. He just was like, I'll just do a little something, but he ain't really trying to fight for real, you know, because I think he knows how he could go. Yeah. And we have never seen that from him, even in freestyles or like LA Leakers. I think he can even go harder than that. He chooses not to. And especially in this, to your point, it's like, why? You know, this wasn't coming from a place of who he is now. And I couldn't agree more that I feel like he's a stand-up guy. Everybody on my timeline, especially on Facebook, all the dissertations, all the nicknames, the J-Fold, he's going to be called J-Fold now from here on out. And I'm just like, I think, especially at his big age, and more than anything, when you do work on your soul, on your spirit. Come on,
somebody, preach it.
It's so much bigger. Like, that kind of disruption is deep.
It's deep.
It's like having a scratch in the middle of your back that irritates you and you can't reach it. So you disrupt that. It's like, look, you can have that.
You can have it. I don't want no parts of that. Like,
I don't care what
think he honestly believed, like, you know what? At the end of the day, I don't even really think he was just. I was shot by association, basically.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like I don't have to get in this.
Did I say association?
I felt like whatever we say it is.
I feel like I said it so wrong. Shot by association.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Oh, we're terrible.
Watch in living color, y'all.
Listen, we started it off with it. You might as well just do your homework if you don't know.
Shout out to Jim Carrey.
Shout out to one of the goats. But anyway. But yeah, I honestly believe that he took a step back and was like, listen, I've listened to people talking in my ear and like the little devil on my shoulder who I ain't talked to in a minute, you know, and it really wasn't even worth all of that.
It wasn't even worth it.
And honestly, I believe Kendrick will let it go. Now, What I really want to see is Drake and Kendrick go at it. I really want to see Drake's ghostwriters type in like Kermit the Frog. Like, here we go.
You already know.
Here we go.
They assembling the Avengers right now.
Listen, because the way he went at Meek Mill and didn't let up was classic. I will forever give Drake his flowers for that, and all the ghostwriters. You all get all of y'all get your flowers for that body of work.
Yep.
Because that back to back. Because what was the first one? I forgot what the first one was. But
was it back to back?
Back to back was the second one. Because he did 2, remember?
Don't get us to lie.
Listen. Y'all know what it was. Anyway,
so y'all can Google it.
It was, the first one was good, but then that back to back, and then he did the OVO festival with all the memes.
Oh yeah.
When I tell you that was,
he buried him alive.
He pulled on my heartstrings. I was like, Drake, I'm not even a stan, but
like, okay,
what are you doing? You speaking my level of petty. I love it.
I like this. Where'd you
and
find
it was like right at the peak of like Instagram and memes and everything when that happened. And
so it's perfect.
It was
perfectly executed.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, well, because at the end of the day, I know Kendrick can be King Petty. So I'm like,
that. But he also been on his spiritual journey too.
But he a Gemini, baby.
That's true.
He a Gemini, baby.
Come on now, baby.
Listen, they see the righteousness in the ratchetness too.
At the same time.
They know it's the yin and the yang,
okay,
you know?
Look.
So I'm here for it. If Drake ever step up the bat, Kendrick gonna be back there putting his war paint on. Like, yep, I've been waiting on this.
I think he's met his match for sure. And
who, Drake?
Yeah, with Kendrick.
Yeah.
I mean, because like, I don't know, like Meek Mill, he could, my hat's off to him. He was a battle rapper. So it's like, why you couldn't annihilate him, I don't know. But we also know that Drake is just crafty. I think the craftiness is what added to the diss songs that he put out, so that it was like, once you get into that, Meek Mill probably wasn't even thinking about all of that. But I think what the Joker or the ace or the high card that Kendrick has in his hand is that, and he kind of said it in the verse that he put in like that, it's gonna be an attack on his blackness, which nobody has went to. That's the jugular. That is the jugular, because now you gonna have to prove.
You think that's gonna be worse than when old boy came for his, like, exposed his son?
Yes.
Cause
way worse.
Okay. Cause to me that was foul. I personally felt like that was foul.
That shouldn't. Family is. You
do not expose a child that if he strategically did not want anybody to know he had a child, the child should have been left alone.
Yeah. And
so I lost respect for what was his name? Pusha T. After that, I was like, oh, you went way too far.
Yeah, that was and that was just like a disqualifying type of
that damn. I talked about it on the last podcast, that album cover of Whitney Houston's bathroom. If I see you was on site, you don't come from my auntie like that. The fuck?
Right. So it's like, that's why I'm like, okay, but all's fair within the reins of us talking about each other.
Yeah.
So what can no one's really we hear about it. Some people kind of cackle about it. There's been blogs about it. There's people who are really rapping. They're like, all these people, mixed races entering the genre. You can say that about any genre of music with those who are entering in who are not fully black. Those are my air quotes. But that's going to be the jugular, I think. Because when someone tests your blackness, when your black card is up for review, you do not want to lose your black card. It is a high value accolade or stamp on who you are as a person.
Yeah,
and how we recognize you, because I ain't got to prove nothing. I know I'm black. Everybody knows it. Ain't nobody checking to make sure I'm black either, unless I grew up on the outskirts or something and I'm claiming something else. But once you come into it and we are aware, we accept, and we are the ones that's like, you got one drop of blackness, blah blah blah, then you black. But the minute that's something that's like, oh, let's go ahead and let's play with that for a little bit. Then Kendrick has a way of getting people to kind of change their perspective.
Yes, he does.
In a very crafty and wordy way is all I'm saying with that. And so I would be amazed if that came into the cards.
I think that would be low hanging fruit though, because Drake goes out of his way to prove his blackness, hence his dingling being all over Twitter. So I don't know. I feel like if it goes to that, I feel like Kendrick would expose something that we just for real don't know, like maybe the ghostwriters. No. I mean, he already kind of called it out on To Pimp a
Yeah.
Butterfly, and I was like, oh, he
Yeah.
really taking jabs at Drake, and y'all know he taking jabs at Drake because Drake has ghostwriters. I don't care what y'all say, the nigga got ghostwriters.
He got him. Because how is he like winning for 10 straight summers, you know, all like this? It's a machine. Like, you're not thinking this crafty. It takes time. But, you know, do what you do because we got AI now. So there's
That too. And that
you
too.
know.
Yeah.
Have you ever like played with AI to see if it could?
I have. You know, I've moonlighted with it or whatever.
Oh my goodness! I said I was gonna get on there and see if it could write me a verse because you know I want to be a rapper in my head.
I've never used it for that. I never even thought about using it for a song or something. But
Like, let me see what you could do. You know, that'll be kind of cool.
just for the skeleton, so I could build the meat and organs around it.
Yeah, because I don't like need you for real.
Right, I don't need you, but maybe you can give me a good idea or whatever.
You might, kind of craft it a little more.
I'm scared of AI. I ain't even gonna hold you up.
That's why I don't really be wanting to feed the machine. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna mess with it. My
Like-
brain still works.
Like Neo and Trinity already had told us to stop messing with that, so I'm gonna leave it alone.
Y'all
Did you
leave
hear?
it alone.
Sorry, small little segue. They're doing another Matrix movie.
I saw
And when I tell you I
that.
was so disappointed in the last one, I was like, if y'all don't leave that shit alone.
That's
Because the last one had me so confused. I don't even know what the last one was the fuck about.
oh my,
I don't even know if I want to go back and rewatch it to try to figure it out. But I was just like, what is this and why is it boring? Because the Matrix trilogy was perfect. It didn't need, and I thought that when they brought it back, it was going to be more like updated to modern times, and maybe it was going to come full circle as far as everything that's going on in today's world with technology, but it didn't. And I was just like, this is so disappointing.
I didn't even see it.
You ain't missed nothing. Trust me. Trust
cool.
me.
Whew.
I can't even
Dodge that bullet.
I promise you, I can't tell you what that movie is about. I cannot.
I remember I had to write a paper on that in college, and I failed it because I didn't even understand what I was watching about the Matrix. Period.
Really?
At that time, but
Okay.
now I completely.
I mean, it does. I guess it took for me like some years of understanding, after it came out to really fully grasp it.
What
And then
was-
when the trilogy came together, I was like, oh, okay, now I really
I was
get.
like, oh,
Because seeing the movie
okay.
the first one by itself the first time, I was like, oh, I
was
like
like-
it, but I was like, I don't know what they talking about.
It was just cool.
Yeah, it was a cool, the whole
Visuals,
and all of that, but.
CGI.
But when it came full circle and I was a little older, I was like, oh, I know what they're talking about
they
now.
was telling y'all to think.
Listen, they was telling y'all that we stuck in the Matrix.
Y'all better be woke.
And you got to be in Zion to be
right.
real.
Listen, you
gotta
gotta
be
open your eyes.
Decalcify your third eye. And then you will see that we for real living in Zion
Well,
and
like,
everything
we
is a
literally are.
simulation.
Okay, everything's a simulation.
Everything, we are incubated in little eggs.
Okay,
With a whole cord attached to the back of our neck.
they watching us.
And you got to take the red pill. Or is it the blue? I don't remember.
It's one of
Anyway,
them pills.
You gotta take a
I
pill.
ain't taking none of them
I ain't
pills.
Listen, I'm going to take both. I'm like, let's go for a ride, baby. Give me the red and the blue pill and whatever other color pill you got. Let's go for a
Let's
ride.
make purple.
Let's
Okay.
experience it all, please.
If we gonna do it, go hard or go home.
Go hard
right?
or go home. I want to experience
YOLO.
it all. Right. I want to live in between and all up and through all of it. Okay.
That is
That's the
actually
point of life.
A cool topic.
To
I'm gonna
experience
write
it
that
all.
down. Movies that shouldn't have been made that they should have left alone. And I ain't even gonna preview that.
Don't
but
even do that. Just
Yep.
yep.
But
Keep that to
that'll
yourself.
be a separate thing.
Keep that to yourself.
So yeah, speaking of music and movies, I thought more about you had mentioned Cadillac Records, and I love Cadillac Records.
Love that movie. I watched it
Love
last
it.
week. I think sometime
you
last
did.
week. Yep.
Yeah, and so for those of you who are not familiar or remember that amazing movie, it is a movie about, it's based on a true story. I don't have my glasses because I can't see that far.
Oh, you about to read it? I can tell you what the movie's about.
Well, I just wanted to give them the Wikipedia.
Oh, that's
or the
beautiful.
IMDb. I want to be articulate for
That's
y'all.
beautiful.
Let y'all know I got notes too.
You do. Go ahead,
So the
girl.
movie is based on a true story about how a small music recording studio, Chess Records, located on the south side of Chicago.
Come on, somebody.
It began recording blues music with Muddy Waters, played by Jeffrey Wright, and Little Walter, which is Columbus Short, back in 1947. And then eventually they gave birth to rock and roll in 55 with Chuck Berry, which was played by Mos Def. This film also was featured with our beloved Beyonce, who played Etta James as well. And I feel like she, like I said, outdid herself in that role. I'm sorry that Etta James didn't feel the same way, but
No, she liked her playing her, but she just didn't
tired
like
of her singing her song like it's hers. Like,
she,
all right
she
now.
was like, why didn't Obama invite me to the inauguration? Because you old and you can't sing like you used to. But anyway. God bless you. God bless your spirit and your heart. Live on in paradise.
Live on, okay. But it got me to thinking about biopics. And I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
What biopic, dead or alive, was your favorite thus far that has been made? And I know that can stretch as far back as the 40s with different movies having been made. Even some in the 90s where we kind of got a little privy to it with like Selena and all of that, and then on into recent in the 2000s with Ray and Get On Up about James Brown. What comes to mind for you that is a favorite?
You know what? It's a tie for me. It's two of them, and they were not big film like on the big screen. They were on BET or VH1, whichever one. It's the TLC Story and New Edition. But I think New Edition is kind of a little step above TLC.
I really like the New Edition story.
It was a 2-part, and it was wonderfully done, like amazingly. And so here's the big thing for me: you cannot do a biopic without the original music.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then it helps that when you have actual people that can sing and embody the actual character and the artist. So TLC was really good for me because they gave us. I love more than anything when I remember seeing interviews or performances in real time, and then they recreate that.
Yeah.
And one that really stands out to me for the TLC movie was when Damn Left Eye did that VH1 interview talking about how they make money and how they didn't make money, how they ended up bankrupt.
Right.
And she broke it all the way down. Okay.
She gave y'all the tea.
Listen, she gave me the tea, and also my stepmother, because I remember at the time I was in a singing group, and I think my stepmother saw that interview too, and she was like, I know you want to be a singer and all of that, but you ain't gonna make no money because X, Y, and Z. And then I remembered, like, this is probably where she got all that information from.
For sure.
Because when I said she broke it down to you getting like 1% off of each album sale, and that 1% getting split up 3 ways, and blah 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 blah, and then you got to pay legal, you got to pay all your
1%,
you got to pay them, you got to pay the label back, so you start off in a hole, and then you go on tour, and all that money you get from tour goes to all the money for promoting the album and the videos and I was just like,
your debts.
Basically. And then you end up with would they give them some damn Subaru trucks or something? Or no, they were RAV4s.
RAV4s.
Yeah, Toyota RAV4s. I was like,
what I'm gonna do with this?
She was like, we got off tour and they literally gave us like these RAV4s, and we thought, we was out here about to get some money, and they gave us some trucks. Like, what? But why is that a theme though? I'm sorry. Bringing it back, because it happened in Cadillac Records. Yep. It happened in the 5 Heartbeats, so that it's not a biopic.
Them status
but
symbols.
Giving them cars, like, to appease, like, look at what you made.
Yeah.
After all these sales, you got a car. Exactly. Do not spend my money for me.
Because I might want to buy me a little $5,000 rust bucket or something and keep
exactly.
the rest. You know what I'm going to do.
Girl, that is so funny to me. I wish a motherfucker would pull up with a car like, this is for you. Like, nigga, I pay for that. Take it back.
Yeah, right. And give
me my check.
Exactly. And let me go cash it and do
because
what I'm going to do.
Even in Cadillac Records, he was like, Cadillac ain't free, muddy. Like, yeah. And he was like, oh, all right. And I'm like, you let this man nickel and dime you for years.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. But, yeah, it was that for TLC, but specifically for me for New Edition, because the way they reenacted everybody's music videos.
Oh yeah.
From Ralph Tresvant's Sensitivity.
Yep.
To Johnny Gill's.
I like that one was.
Was it there? What was it? There You Go? Was it not There You Go? That was from the Bodyguard. That was from Boomerang soundtrack. But whatever other slow jam he had, I forgot. But Luke James did that to AT. When they did If It Isn't Love to AT, I remember screaming at my TV, like getting up dancing, like, oh my God, I feel like this is the real.
Perfect. I felt like it was the real group too. I was like,
really
this
did.
Is them.
And then like all the behind the scenes stuff and like everything with their manager, like chef's kiss. Wow. And I was glad that they did a 2-part series because it was so much to cover. Like it's 6 men who had totally different,
lives and different things they were going on. Like those stories within themselves.
Yeah. And everybody did a wonderful job playing a role. Like Tank played the record exec. Like he did a great, job playing
really
that.
Good.
He did. So it was just so many different aspects of that one I think that stood out the most to me. But like I said, TLC Story is probably like a close second because
they like teeter.
Yeah, they teeter for me. They too different for me. And then honorable mention is Five Heartbeats, although that's not a biopic.
But look. Because you couldn't tell me that wasn't a group.
You can't tell me that wasn't a real group.
I still question that to this day. To this day, I still be
you can't tell me the Five Heartbeats is not a real group.
That was a group.
Period.
You can't. That movie is still my favorite fiction
of all time.
Biopic
of all time.
Of all time. Perfectly
Can't nobody
done.
sing like Eddie Kane.
Can't no.
And we know his last name is King, but we say Kane. Okay? God bless you. Love you, Robert Townsend, though. You're one of my faves. Mwah. Chef's kiss to you.
Yeah,
and
watch
everything
that
you do.
too. Because that is still a cult classic.
And I had a little crush on you too when I was young because I used to watch that movie all the time.
Oh my goodness.
I did.
So mine that I feel like was also very just nicely done. Straight Outta Compton.
Oh my God. How did I forget? That was so good.
That was so good.
Now, what I didn't like though is that they left out the women of the movement as well. They left out JJ Fad and Miss Chalet, but for obvious reasons. Because when Miss Chalet, matter of fact, did you see her biopic? Hers,
I watched.
Hers was on like TV One maybe or something. Very
it was actually a biopic. It wasn't an unsung.
It was an actual biopic.
I didn't see that.
It made my heart bleed because he was whooping her ass.
Oh my goodness!
And it was one particular scene where I was so enraged. You have to watch it.
I remember. I think didn't she have an unsung? Because I feel
she
like,
did. She had an unsung, but she also
saw.
had a movie.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't see the movie.
She had a movie.
That came after the unsung. Was it?
I think it was after the unsung.
Okay. So because I remember something being mentioned about that coming. I guess because of that, she ended up getting a movie, and I didn't see that.
Yep. It was.
But I did
really
see the
good.
unsung, and I was just like, my heart quenched for that too. I'm just like, oh my God, this girl.
But her movie, my God, today, and I'm good for watching like the. Outside of the movie theater movies, like the ones that come on TV One and BT and all of that. One of my favorite ones that came on TV One was, what is that woman's name? Oh my God. Mickey Howard. A lot of people don't, but she pretty much was supposed to be going toe to toe with Whitney Houston. She had this song, I'm in love under new management.
Hey,
her.
I'm in love under new management.
Yeah, her. She can sing her ass off though. She's still well and kicking to this day. But baby, her biopic, there were parts of that movie that were not meant to be funny. And when I tell you it's funny as shit.
It was a Tubi movie.
No. Not in the not in a way where it was terrible acting. It's just the actual okay. So she had a habit. She had a really bad coke addict or habit. Crack. I don't know. One of them powders. Okay.
One of them powders.
She had a really bad, and she was strung out so bad, and she went to see her pusher for some product, and he pretty was like, no, you broke. I ain't selling you nothing, whatever. And she was like, I got this Rolex, whatever. And he was like, nah, get out of here. She robbed this man. It was another scene where like her and her husband at the time, like they were both coked out and was like in the record label office acting a plumb fool, where he was in there trying to get money for her, and then he ended up beating somebody up, and then they ended up fighting. I was just like, this is grade A cinema.
Oh my goodness.
But I know
Mickey
this is
Howard.
But I know it's not meant to be funny, but this shit is hilarious. If somebody told me like, listen, you gotta watch it because it's funny. It's not meant to be funny, but there are parts of that movie that are hilarious. And this old girl that played in Chirac, the lead character, the lead role in Chirac.
Okay.
She plays her.
I'm gonna have to check that out then.
Baby.
I'm like, I mean, it's those artists that they fly kind of unfortunately under the radar,
under another artist's shadow,
somebody else, and we don't hear about them until
and she was under
like now.
She was under Whitney's shadow, and that was talked
about
a lot.
Because I remember that
in the
song,
movie.
but don't know the name. Yeah, couldn't if this were a trivia game.
She
I
dated
lost.
Gerald Levert. And, talked about the whole thing with him, passing away. It was just a lot. So,
wow.
That was like her true love. Like they were like for real in love, but he ended up passing away. It was so sad.
That's
but,
unfortunate.
She's prevailed. And then Shaka Khan is a part of it. Shaka Khan's actual daughter played her in the movie.
Wow. That's crazy.
Girl, everybody was on rock and roll drugs. Let me tell you. Everybody was rocking and rolling back here.
I feel like another two that were really nicely done, like Triple Threat, because you had they had the look They looked like the artists. They embodied them like just perfectly. And the story itself was just really good. Was Ray.
Oh, yes.
And What's Love Got to Do with It?
Oh, come on. A classic.
A classic.
Like, that doesn't even have to be mentioned. Like,
It's
that's
like,
just above.
That's in its own category.
Let me tell you something. I hated, with a passion, physically hated Lawrence Fishburne for years.
What?
I couldn't stand that man until
He was
the
like
Matrix.
Ghost in,
until the Matrix, I couldn't stand that man because when I tell you he was Ike Turner,
Like, no,
to
you
me.
are not Lawrence.
You're not Lawrence Fishburne. You are not
Ike.
an actor. You are Ike the Turner.
Yeah.
And you are a motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Man.
oh my God. Like the acting of that movie. Everybody was robbed of Academy Awards. That's when I knew way back then that whole ceremony and that award was a sham.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
everybody should have won something for that movie.
Everybody. Like
From the rooter to the tutor.
The casting of that, it was perfect. I really felt in that story. Like
I also feel like it was also a good story because they crafted it into a story that wasn't quite the truth. It wasn't. They bent it a lot because when you watch her Tina documentary, you're like, oh, that's how it was because the movie
said,
yeah, but she was like, hey, I sold them the rights to my book and they did what they wanted to do with it.
It's like, this is like arch fiction.
But also that movie,
arch fiction.
But that movie was also like a part of her like disdain for staying here. This is why she fled. Because, eat the cake anime, like, it became a
thing.
Joke. Yeah.
And it's like, no,
you guys. Cake, anime. Like,
eat the cake, anime.
I'm nice. Okay, sorry. But, yeah, so. But that's how much of a cult classic that film is.
It had that much of an impact. It's like we don't realize the things that, your stories, they should be told, but we gotta.
These are real people.
These are real people. We gotta handle them with care.
Yeah.
Even if they're long gone, we need to make sure we just handle it with care, period. Yeah. Because, but in the world we live in, people take everything as a joke.
Yeah.
They're going to take it and run with it. So my next question my last question about biopics is, what's one that hasn't been done that you would want to see happen?
That's a good one. I'm still waiting on Donna Summers and Kelly Rowland get it together.
Okay.
I promise you, I will protest from here to Timbuktu if they cast anybody but Kelly Rowland. Period.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
Her being,
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Hello?
Because I feel like...
Is anybody there? We're
Kelly
waiting.
has lots of promise in acting, especially from Mia Culpa. Some people... okay. We're just going to leave that alone. I'm going to just skip past that.
Let's not ever mention that movie.
Just don't say nothing. Don't reference her in that.
Please don't.
Just...
I got PTSD.
So Kelly Rowland herself,
yes,
no association with anything that she's done, I think has some promise to do anything.
I agree.
It's definitely there.
It's another biopic that I want to see. Tina Marie.
Tina Marie.
I want to see Tina Marie's.
I would actually want to see that as well.
I keep thinking in my mind, who would play Rick James? It has to be somebody good. Because Rick James was a motherfucker too.
Dave Chappelle.
You well, why I had to think about it though? Like, wait, she talk about for the damn Dave Chappelle.
I had to throw her a frisbee.
Woo-hoo.
I had to throw her off.
Chappelle show. I was like, wait a minute. That sounds familiar.
Like, wait, what?
Well, I wanted to see, because, Stokely, the lead singer from In Condition, is on tour right now.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
And I wanted to go, but I didn't go see it because I love Stokely. I love any and all things Mint Condition and Stokely. But
are they coming to Detroit?
They already came, like a couple weekends ago.
We missed it?
We missed it.
How did we miss it?
It was very short. It was like 3 days. I was like,
what? I am upset.
But from what I read from the comments under the promo that they did for it on Instagram, they were like, and they were more so upset at the woman that played Tina Marie. They were like, she had no soul. She ain't sound nothing like her, blah, blah, blah. But they said he did a really good job. But also, it was an issue with the music. And I'm like, music is always a no-no for me.
I need y'all to get that
if you mess up the music, you don't have my endorsement. I'm sorry.
Unforgivable.
Like, it's very much so. But it could still be a good production. But Yeah, some people were like, yeah, I'm glad I got me some little Groupon tickets in the back of me for $20. And I was like, damn. It was like that?
It was that bad that you had to get a discounted ticket? That's crazy.
But all the best. But yeah, I don't, he would be too old, not, age shaming, but it would have to be somebody young, a little bit younger to play, like the young Rick James.
Young Rick James.
Yeah, but I would love to see that story.
Wow.
Even because, yeah, I would love to see Tina Marie's story. I love Tina Marie.
I know we've seen Ray, but would you want to see a Stevie Wonder story?
Ooh,
I would be. I'm just curious about him. There hasn't been anything.
Ain't nothing gonna come out about Stevie till he die.
Yeah, right. We're gonna be surprised
because we know he got like 18,000 kids. He another Ray. You know what I'm saying? There are First of all, I don't know if you saw a few weeks back where I was watching Tank's R&B Money podcast, and he had Marsha Ambrosius on it. And she was pretty much talking about how, like, we know you can see Stevie.
I see us in the park. She was like,
how?
You do?
There's a ribbon in the sky. Like,
how you know that?
How you know that? Where did you see? How you know what a ribbon look like?
How you know where the sky
And
is?
Tank is just he's like, I'm here with you. Like, I'm also one of those who believes that he can see. And I'm like, y'all need to stop playing. But anyway,
he cannot see.
I think he might can
just a little out of his good eye.
I don't think he's 100% blind.
Oh,
no.
okay, like Ray, he was like,
yeah,
it's black.
Yeah,
can't see nothing, y'all.
Yeah,
he was even doing the head, following the sound.
But I mean, Stevie would. I think I would be highly offended by anybody trying to play Stevie. So I don't know. Prince also. I'm like, leave Prince alone, please. Yep. Please,
be careful
please.
when you get into those.
The only person that I think would come close enough but still not hit the mark is what's old boy name? Jesus Christ, help me, Lord, help me. Help. I must not adore you. Dress you down. What's his name? I can't think of this man's name.
I'm trying to catch the song.
You gotta know. You know that I adore you.
Oh, Miguel?
Miguel, thank you. Miguel could do it. I think Miguel could do it.
Yeah, if y'all gonna cast Miguel, be sure to make sure he gets an award because he gonna be mad. If he don't get an award for this. Because he's still mad from his first album. Not getting nothing.
Where is Miguel? He over, huh?
I think he's still reeling from his divorce.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they did get a divorce. Because
they
had announced they were getting divorced and they got back together.
Yeah, and then now it's for real.
Damn, homie.
Yeah, he was just floating in the sky at his concert with chains in his back.
I didn't hear him. He loved floating and jumping and hurting people.
Man, it's very cringeworthy. He had hooks in his skin.
Like for real?
Yes, in his back.
No.
And he was strapped to that, and he was airwalking.
Not in his skin.
Yes,
don't do that
his
to
skin.
me.
His skin.
Where did you see this?
I saw this on Instagram, unfortunately. And it's all people talk about it. He think he doing something, but I'm like, no, it looks like if one false move was a person, this is that, because he didn't look comfortable up there.
You didn't learn from your lawsuit, sir, when you hurt that girl at the award show?
I'm like, well, if you move too much, that's what he on. So if those are drugs, put them down and say no more.
He just wanted to be the Black Edward Scissorhands. But anyway.
And on that note, shout out to Edward Scissorhands. That's one of my favorite movies. That and Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice! They got another one coming out.
I was so excited about this movie, let me tell you, because they got Winona Ryder in it. They got my girl from Wednesday playing.
I was like, yes! It's gonna be dope. Yeah. Do you know they have a restaurant in LA that's themed after Beetlejuice?
Are you fucking kidding me? I need to go.
Yep.
Like tomorrow.
I think there was like a waiting period.
Flight.
I don't know if it's still there, but they did have it. And I know it was like a 4-month waiting period or something like that because it was always booked up.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to go.
I do too. I'm gonna look it up and see if it still exists.
But yeah, I love how we both just got really excited about that because I completely forgot to bring that up. I am so in love with that movie, so yeah, I hope they do that right too. And it'll be good to see the new effects of how they.
Oh yeah, because absolutely.
I love Tim Burton and the music, everything. Yeah, so
shout out to the Stripes.
Shout out to the Stripes.
Shout out to the Stripes with the purple and green pop.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to what's his name?
Him.
That be wearing his outfits all the time.
Yep. Him.
The white singer.
Timothy.
Hey. What's that nigga name?
Hey. Oh.
Good girl.
Robin Thicke. Yeah. Where he at? She don't care enough to even give it a thought. He's somewhere.
He out here.
I know he had moved on and had another baby.
I guess he's still lost without Paula, child. I don't know. Can't help himself.
He should be over it by now, but you know what?
How does it feel?
Nuh-uh. You know what? Before she go off, y'all.
Okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna do it.
Well, this has been another episode.
No,
it's not.
Wait,
this hasn't been another episode.
We got it's only 49. We got 2 more minutes. Remember, I still got to talk about the Stan documentary.
Look at y'all. I'm trying to clip her wings.
Listen.
Clip her wings.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I see you. I see you seeing me seeing you. Yes.
But do you see though?
I see.
You see?
I see.
Because I know Stevie can't.
With my third eye. I see. No, Stevie can see. He can see. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I read an article earlier today. Let me pull it up for y'all because I'm reading today, y'all.
We is reading. We brought notes.
Reading today.
5 episodes later.
So Eminem is doing a Stan documentary, and he put out on Twitter a link to this form where he's calling all Stans of all different kinds and ages and demographics to basically, give some info about their standage and their standaging for his documentary.
What?
Question number 1. Did he invent the word Stan? Because in my mind, I think he did.
I feel like he did.
Because I know they officially added it to the Urban Dictionary or something like that. I think they said in 2017.
Because isn't it an acronym for something?
No, it's just because it was an actual person that he was talking about in the song.
Right.
But it's like what is it? Because it's a fan that's something with a ST, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. ST, yeah.
A stupid fan? I don't know. A strange terrestrial fan. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. But I believe, they add the Oxford English Dictionary added the term Stan to its pages in 2017. Mm-hmm. Let me look it up. Let me see what they say in the dictionary.
Yeah, that's what it said. Yeah, an extremely devoted fan. It's even in the Merriam-Webster Dictionary.
Oh, it's an Oxford and Merriam. Because when Merriam talking about it, girl.
Yeah, look,
listen, because
Merriam and Webster
Merriam can't hold water. Okay,
look, they gonna write it down, document it. Yup.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here.
Yeah, so I feel like he actually, because that was the first time. Whenever I think of the word Stan, I associate it with Eminem as well.
Right, because I'm like, that's something that he
So he wants people to go to a website and just give a testimonial about their standing for him, or just being a stan, period.
I believe in general, but he also asked questions specifically to him, how has my music impacted you or your life, or has it impacted a life event or something like that. And then it also goes into he want them to upload videos or maybe pictures of when they met him and stuff like that.
Y'all gonna give him all this material for free?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then they asked about was there a time, or do you Google search him, or just search him in general a lot? They got real
this is interesting.
Yeah, so I'm like,
do you like me? Yes or no? That's what it's giving.
Circle yes or no.
Circle yes or no.
But I understand the premise of it, although he is untitled. We don't know what angle he's gonna go with it. I'm like, is he gonna make it specifically about fans standing about him, or just stands in general? I think it might be the overall in general.
I hope so, because that would be more interesting.
To me as well. But I know he has super fans. I mean, it's he
got a cult following too.
Yeah, I've seen Eminem tattoos and stuff like that. So yeah, but I'm very interested to see which way this goes. It's supposed to be, I think, released by the end of this year too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I'm interested in seeing how this goes, because
he putting that in theaters too, or is that going to be a straight to Netflix
let me go back
situation?
Let me go back to the interwebs. I believe that it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be a movie.
That is interesting. That would, I think I would be more interested in seeing stories about people being stands for, and for which artists.
Yeah.
And how far they've gone, you know, because there are people who go to great lengths to see, touch, feel, in you know, almost like felony level standage.
Okay, so it says the film will reportedly open later this year with Stephen Leckhart tapped to direct what is described as a revealing, edgy, and disarmingly personal journey into the world of super fandom, told through the lens of one of the world's most iconic and enduring artists, Eminem, and the fans that worship him. So I think it is like
a twofold, maybe?
Yeah, twofold. Like mainly about standing in general, but with, you know, showing examples from, you know, his experience with stands. So yeah.
I mean, because he had that song.
And he did have
letters,
the song.
Yeah, and the guy writing them letters that went from, you know, I'm a super fan to I'm going to kill myself, you know, type deal, because you're not responding to me. You know, like how far is too far?
That reminded me of The Bodyguard, like that Stan song. Like when she was getting like the letters from the crazy guy.
Yeah.
And they called him. He was in there like, no.
even Selena.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, that was sad.
Extremely.
I cried.
Like it's still on site.
Yeah, for her, but
everybody waiting for you to get out of jail. Everybody's waiting. Like you better go into hiding.
She said to release.
Yeah, I think within like the next couple years or something, or probably soon. Yeah. Wow. What was her name? I forgot. Yolanda. Yeah, we waiting on you.
Yolanda.
Yolanda. We waiting on you. Yeah, it's on site.
Yolanda.
But yeah, when she called herself, I think I read something. She called herself like putting something out. Girl, about the real Selena and about her cheating on her husband and all this other stuff. I saw that.
Goodness.
Yeah, and I was like, girl, you asking for an ass.
She like, look, I know I'm not gonna get a job, so
let me go ahead and do a tell all.
Okay, but and I'm telling everything.
They gonna rip your face apart, Yolanda. You better sit down somewhere. Care. You better go into hiding, girl.
You better go be off the grid when you release
but
that,
for real,
because the way her following. Woo. Yeah, no,
they didn't play about Selena. And on that note, I'm done. That's all I had.
That's it, y'all. That's it. That's all.
We appreciate y'all for stopping by to the lyrical scene.
The lyrical scene.
And we will see you next time.
Take care of yourself,
please,
and each other.
Yes. Bye. Bye.